every evil character Stewie's ever faced, all in one video. Watch till the end to support the channel. Number 1. Evil Rupert strikes in Season 23, Episode 1. In this very special Halloween episode, Stewie decides he and Brian should go as Sonny and Cher. Naturally, Stewie is Cher, because of course he is.
If you come near me, you're saying you're okay with getting hit? Yeah, everybody has a plan until they see the husky kid in the Halloween store going absolutely nuts with nunchucks. Yeah!
Brian, reluctantly cosplaying as Sonny, looks like he's just been told dogs are now illegal. Meanwhile, Stewie is thriving like a drag queen at a disco revival. Stewie even forces Brian to sing a duet.
Rock, left, rock, right, elbow into chest, half air bump. You're off tempo. Rock, left, rock, right elbow into chest, half air bump.
Half bump.
You're off tempo again.
Brian, fed up with the madness, snaps. "You've gone too far, I look ridiculous," and storms off to hang with cooler people, probably dogs who don't have to wear 70s jumpsuits.
I'm gonna hang out with my friends.
Oh, your friends, huh? Name one.
Shut up.
Oh, yes, shut up, great guy. I hate you!
But not before he dramatically hands Stewie back the mustache from his costume. And guess where Stewie got that mustache? From Tom Tucker. Yep, Tom freaking Tucker. Journalism just got violated.
Where am I? Is anybody there? No!
Now alone and desperate, Stewie makes the completely sane decision to resurrect Rupert so he can be Sonny. Smart, right?
Did the internet just go out?
It won't be long.
Yeah, it's out.
Guys, you can go like 2 seconds without the internet.
At first, the plan seems like another one of Stewie's science fair disasters.
Seriously, I wish you were dead. I mean it. No takesies backsies. Good night, Rupert. Rupert? Rupert, you awake? Oh, good, you're awake. Good night.
But surprise, that night, Rupert rises from the dead like a Build-A-Bear gone rogue and overhears Stewie angrily mumble, "I wish Brian were dead." And Rupert, he's so in.
I must kill Brian. But first, I must kill this bag of Doritos.
Family Guy. It was either this or we fire 3 writers.
The next morning, he tries to murder Brian in the kitchen. But plot twist, Brian dodges death thanks to a well-timed FaceTime call with his buddy.
Hey, while I got you, let me show you my yard. So much potential.
Ugh, potential. Now I want to kill him twice.
Later that night, Stewie and Meg are out trick-or-treating, because obviously that's a duo we needed. And suddenly, Meg screams. Why? Because there's a teddy bear dressed like Anthony Quinn.
That kid looks like your teddy bear. Except he's holding a big knife and has a present-day Anthony Kiedis costume.
Stewie gasps. It's Rupert reborn and now dressed as Sonny Bono. Our little evil genius is thrilled, runs up and hugs him like Simba finding Mufasa alive.
Yay! Rupert, you're alive!
Thanks to you.
This is amazing! And we have so much to talk about. But first, candy.
But Rupert's like, yeah, we'll trick-or-treat later. First, murder. Stewie panics. Wait, I'm not mad at Brian anymore. But Rupert's not buying it. Stewie realizes his beloved Teddy is now a psychopath with sideburns and takes off to save Brian.
Mr. Herbert, you're trick-or-treating?
Oh, I use Halloween to take care of a little yearly housekeeping. Trick or treat, I'm a registered sex offender.
Cue dramatic montage. Stewie searching the neighborhood, being Instagrammed by teens who think he's a lost cosplay kid.
Oh, where could he be?
Hey, Cher.
Hey, guys.
I'm putting this on Instagram.
Now, this is a big hit. I can't stop smiling.
Then it hits him. Brian posted on Instagram. He's off watching an 80s horror movie in a cemetery with his friend Sanfo, which honestly just sounds like a hipster fever dream.
Shall we split a cab? Ah! It's nice he's at the cemetery. Let's clean up.
God, that's awful.
Rupert gets there first, confronts Brian, and before the murder, gives a monologue about how to be a good friend, which is ironic, considering Brian just turned away a woman visiting her dad's grave.
I'd like to leave these flowers.
I totally get it from your perspective, but Sanfo should be here in uno momento, and there's a chance the Dime Boys may roll, so yeah, no.
Brian ignores him and walks off to use the bathroom, like, yeah, thanks, Yoda, I gotta pee.
Oh, this is the spot, all right. The spot to die.
Stewie arrives just in time, asking a random person, "Have you seen a dog with a bear in a Sonny Bono costume?" And nobody even questions it because it's Halloween and weird is just Tuesday.
Oh, God, I'm too late!
You're not too late!
But by the time I start helping, don't you think it'll be too late?
Not at all! Help!
Rupert's full-on choking Brian. Stewie gasps, "I'm too late." But then, flying kick out of nowhere. Bam! Rupert goes flying like a piñata with anger issues. Rupert activates full rage mode, screaming how he's always second to Brian and channeling years of plushy resentment.
I'm always second to him.
Well, that's not true!
Isn't it? Do you know, my name's not even Rupert. It's Jerry.
Ugh, I've been hanging out with a Jerry?
He attacks Brian, then turns on Stewie when he intervenes, in a final toilet-based showdown, because of course, Stewie dunks Rupert in the toilet like a demonic pool noodle.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you, and you'd stay.
Afterward, he tearfully apologizes to Brian for almost getting him murdered because he couldn't handle his own jealousy.
I'm really sorry I put you through this.
I was pretty selfish too. I should have made time to take my best friend trick-or-treating.
I'm your best friend?
You're pretty much my only friend.
And that's the story of how Halloween got hijacked by a psycho teddy bear with murder issues, and how Stewie learned that maybe, just maybe, necromancy and petty grudges don't mix. Number 2, Bertram tries to wipe out Stewie's bloodline. Season 9, Episode 16. It all kicks off when Brian jokes that Stewie is about to order a buff dude from a catalog to use. Yeah, Brian was feeling spicy that day.
Brian, can I give you money and you write me a check so I can order something from this Abercrombie & Fitch catalog?
What do you want to order? Oh, wait, let me guess. Him.
He got you, Stewie.
Naturally, Stewie, being the narcissistic evil genius baby he is, gets petty real quick and time travels just to stop Brian from making fun of him.
What do you want to order? Oh, wait, let me guess. Him.
Really? Why would I order your ex-boyfriend?
He got you, Brian.
Victory? Yes. Satisfaction? Not even close. Drunk on revenge and free time, Stewie goes back again, this time to crash the courtship of Stewie's father, and snatch Brian's spotlight by performing the iconic peanut butter jelly time dance himself.
Hey, where the hell's my banana thing?
It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Where yet? Where yet?
Oh my God!
Brian tries to reason with him, saying it was his bit, but Stewie dismisses it as just an internet meme, because nothing says comedy theft like historical revisionism.
But that was my thing.
I'm pretty sure it was the internet's thing. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat.
Stewie plans another time prank, but Brian catches on. They wrestle for control of the time machine, accidentally break it, and boom, they're hurled into a void outside space and time. Everything's white, except for some reason, there are still ads for the Cleveland show.
But still somehow a large, brightly colored promo for the Cleveland show.
Hey, y'all, it's the Cleveland Show.
Huh, that's weird. Black guys usually don't promote themselves.
Even in a godless dimension, Fox won't let that go. Physics doesn't work there, so Stewie casually invents a music genre, and Brian's just floating, contemplating the meaning of existence, and maybe how to get out without eating Stewie.
The way a fool would do madly, because you held me tight and stole a kiss in the night.
Eventually, Stewie reveals he might have a way out, but it's risky. Brian promises to share a really good joke if they survive, and, miraculously, that's enough motivation. They make it back. Yay.
We made it.
Yeah, we made it. Okay, now tell me the joke.
Oh, it's nothing really. It's just this bit about a Planned Parenthood clinic on Halloween. Next.
Then Stewie runs a little experiment and casually discovers that their space-time explosion was the Big Bang. So yeah, turns out Stewie Griffin created the entire universe. No big deal.
So wait, that means that I kind of created the universe too.
No. You're sort of the Art Garfunkel of the universe.
Next morning, just your average baby at the market moment, except Stewie's buying plutonium from a terrorist who moonlights as a suicide bomber and part-time relationship therapist.
Well, the good news is my son died in a car bombing. The bad news is he borrowed my car.
Oh, God.
This guy's selling nukes and asking Stewie to kill his wife because she didn't even know what jihad meant. Marriage, huh?
I'm just a little upset because she left me. I guess she didn't know what jihad. Come on!
Oh, sorry.
But wait, Bertram's watching. That's Stewie's evil half-brother and full-time psycho. He wants to use the time machine to go back and wipe out Stewie's ancestors.
Hello, Stewie. You don't realize it yet, but your life is about to cease to exist.
To distract Stewie, he gives him a toy lawnmower, which somehow works because Stewie has the attention span of a toddler on Mountain Dew.
Look at me. I'm mowing the lawn.
Bertram succeeds, goes back in time, and the fabric of reality starts glitching, because if you delete Stewie, you delete the universe. Yup, he's that guy now.
But what has that got to do with... I created the universe, Brian. Bertram didn't know that by removing me from history, I wouldn't be there to be accidentally thrown outside the universe and subsequently created. So the universe never existed.
To fix this, Stewie and Brian travel to Renaissance Italy, where Stewie discovers that his ancestor is none other than Leonardo freaking da Vinci.
Good Lord! That's who Bertram's here to kill.
So that means you're Italian.
Of course, my love for SpaghettiOs and smoking on the toilet. It all makes sense.
Ew.
Brian has no plan, but Stewie, unfazed, goes, "Relax, I'm a gay genius like Thomas Edison." Shady? Yes. Historically accurate? Maybe.
Don't worry, Brian. I'll come up with something. Remember, I'm a genius, like Thomas Edison.
Thomas, what are you doing?
Experimenting?
Bertram shows up, skips the monologue, and throws a knife at Leo. Stewie blocks it with a painter's palette like a Looney Tunes ninja.
Mamma mia, what is this? Stewie! That's my name, don't wear it out. See, that's brand new to him.
They duel. Flying inventions are stolen, punches are thrown in midair, and Stewie gets distracted by a statue of a ridiculously hot Italian dude. Typical. Stewie's flying machine starts malfunctioning, so he lubricates it with oil. Leftover drips land on villagers, instantly creating the greasy-haired Italian stereotype. Culture begins.
Hey! Hey!
Finally, Stewie intercepts a missile and blows up Bertram's glider. But Bertram ain't done. He whips out a crossbow and holds them hostage. Stewie warns him, "Kill Leo and you destroy the universe."
Worth it!
You fool!
Stewie calls him a dumbass and launches one last attack. Epic baby brawl ensues. Stewie wins. Bertram gets yeeted into the afterlife.
Oh, Bertram just voided his bowels.
That's it! The genetic material needed for my creation is inside me. So I'll take Da Vinci's place and pass it on.
Wait, how'd you get that from bowels?
Huh?
I was just wondering how you got that from... You know what? I don't care.
Before returning, Stewie writes Brian a letter under the alias Leonardo da Vinci and freezes himself under the Griffin house in a cryopod that only opens if kissed.
Stewie! Stewie, you okay?
You gotta kiss him to wake him up.
What? I'm not gonna kiss you.
Brian's like, "Well, I'm not gay," and suggests using Meg to do it instead. Stewie wakes up screaming in terror.
Stewie can't hear you. He's not awake. Only a kiss will wake him up.
Well, I better get Meg.
Oh, where am I?
Crisis averted. Universe saved. Trauma unlocked. Number 3, Sheldon, the evil turtle from season 11, episode 6. So Lois takes Stewie to the park, right? Just a sweet mother-son outing. She's like, "Let's do fun stuff like the other kids," and tries to lift Stewie onto a little ride.
Here we go. Get ready for blast off. Ow, son of a bitch. Oh my God, Stewie, are you all right?
Nice throw, Casey Anthony.
Stewie crashes harder than Peter's last diet plan. Naturally, Stewie crawls over to a pond to check if his face is still prettier than Meg's. Spoiler, always is. While he's admiring himself, a turtle crawls out of the water like it's auditioning for a horror movie.
What the deuce? Well, hello there. I say, you're a cute little fellow. Tell me something, what do you think about Rose McGowan? Yeah, she makes my turtle head go in too. How about Michelle Rodriguez?
But Stewie? Zero fear. In fact, he instantly bonds with it, oversharing like a drunk aunt at Thanksgiving. He tells the turtle all about his inner fabulousness, his love for show tunes, and the mysterious bond bald men share.
I thought he'd never leave.
Me neither.
Oh, did you guys just do the thing?
Later that night, he introduces the turtle to his toys. A fire truck, a spring, and the crown jewel, Serious Putty, the only toy with existential dread.
You know, Silly Putty's awesome, but you know what's really cool? Serious Putty.
Oh, this looks like fun! It says I have cancer.
We thought it would be better if you heard it from chemicals in an egg.
He names the turtle Sheldon, because why not give your future murderer a cute old man name? Stewie's hyped. He tells Brian, isn't Sheldon adorable?
Oh, and get this, I brought him home today, and coincidentally, this is the day Rupert started working out again. So transparent. Rupert, what happened to your eye?
But then, dun, Stewie notices Rupert is missing an eye. Brian's like, dude, the turtle did this. But Stewie's deep in denial. Sheldon is a gentleman, he insists, while Sheldon probably sharpened a toothbrush in the corner. From here, it's straight up Final Destination, Playroom Edition. Sheldon slices Stewie's books with razor blades, booby-trapping bedtime.
Ah, paper cut! A razor blade? Who the hell uses a razor blade as a bookmark?
Then he swaps Brian's beloved Jack Daniels with diet soda, triggering an existential meltdown. Stewie, I didn't sign up for Weight Watchers.
You replaced my Jack Daniels with flat Diet Coke. No, I didn't. And you're noticing this at 8:20 in the morning? What has happened to your life? Do you need to talk?
Just stay away from my booze.
The chaos spirals. Brian's ranting about how someone replaced Meg's sleeping pills with Alka-Seltzer.
People are gonna miss me when I'm...
And how Peter received a hot butt gift that turned his rear end into BBQ brisket.
La 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 la, regular life, la 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 la. Ah!
Stewie, ever the optimist, says, I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation, only for a wardrobe to immediately try to Final Destination him.
Okay, who replaced my glasses with forks? I mean, they're real good for seeing forks, but not much else.
But still, Stewie refuses to believe Sheldon's evil. That night, Sheldon literally crawls into Stewie's bed like Chucky in a shell, ready to end him. Stewie wakes up mid-horror movie, shrugs it off, and puts Sheldon back in his tank.
Well, long as I'm up, I might as well go spit in Lois's mouth.
Finally, Sheldon goes full villain reveal and throws his own tank at Stewie like it's WWE. Stewie barely dodges it, runs for his life, but gets cornered like a bad sitcom plot.
Come on, Stewie. He's just a little turtle. He can't hurt you.
He locks himself in his room, only to find Sheldon teleporting in like some demon-stuffed Build-A-Bear, pretending to be a plushie. Stewie's done playing games. He grabs the plush impersonating turtle and flushes it like a bad Taco Bell decision.
Get out!
Done and dusted, right? Wrong. Cut to Sheldon rising from the sewer like Jason Voorhees on spring break, killing a seagull just because he can. He's back, baby. Later, Stewie's playing with his toy phone when he realizes Rupert's gone. Cue dramatic gasp. He finds Rupert's corpse. Well, as much as a stuffed bear can be a corpse, in a gift box, and he snaps. It's revenge time.
No! If he did this to you, I swear I'll kill him! And what's that box from Bloomingdale's doing here? I don't know who this is.
That night, Stewie lies in wait, pretending to sleep. Sheldon enters like the world's slowest assassin.
Well, well, look who has
has surfaced.
But Stewie pounces. It's turtle combat. They brawl like it's a rejected Pixar short film. Flips, punches, shell smacks. Sheldon escapes to the living room and sets up a turtle shell bomb trap, because of course he does.
Now batting, Stewie Griffin. Oh, crap.
It injures Stewie, who now sees Sheldon's true form. You look like naked Larry David with a shell. He screams in horror.
Ugh, you look like a nude Larry David.
Just when all seems lost, boom! Super Mario crashes through the ceiling and stomps Sheldon like a Goomba with attitude. Game over, turtle.
Oh my god, Super Mario! What are you doing here?
I jump on a turtle, Stewie. It's not an exciting life, but is my life.
Number 4, Evil Stewie Clone, Season 9, Episode 12. It all kicks off when Stewie's peaceful day at the sandbox turns into Grand Theft Sandbox. A bully stomps on his sandcastle like Godzilla on a sugar rush.
Whoops.
Oh, hey, excuse me, fella.
Yeah? What do you want, shrimp?
Oh, just a few moments of your time. Hang on.
Stewie, ever the picture of composure and petty vengeance, calmly assembles a sniper rifle right there in the playground, ready to boop the kid from a safe distance. But when he pulls the trigger, click, nothing.
All right, I think we're all set here.
The gun's a dud, and now Stewie's not just castle-less, he's a laughingstock. Brian, ever the supportive dog therapist, tells him the problem isn't the gun, it's him. You've gone soft, Brian says, like a disappointed mob boss.
I think you're going soft. I mean, when was the last time you tried to blow something up or take over the world or even use the phrase damn you?
Turns out he might be right, between potty training, preschool, and learning geometry, because isosceles triangles are serious business. Stewie has, in Brian's words, lost his edge.
Yeah, you're losing it, man. You're losing your edge.
Well, I don't care for your tone, and I'd say you deserve a good kick of... Look, Brian, look at them.
So what does any rational baby genius do? He builds a neural focus enhancer to reignite his inner monster, obviously. Only, it doesn't seem to do anything.
Sometimes you chase helicopters.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah,
Besides, I do that to protect the house. Helicopters are going to hurt us, and I make them stay away.
You know what? Didn't look at it that way. Thank you for protecting us.
Stewie shrugs it off. Maybe it needs some fine-tuning, but the moment they leave the room, the machine lights up like a villain's lair and boom, spawns an evil version of Stewie. Same baby face, but with a red shirt, yellow overalls, and the eyes of someone who watches horror movies for fun. Evil Stewie struts out with Terminator-level menace, strolls right up to Brian.
Oh, geez, you scared me. What happened to your clothes?
And, ignoring Brian's fashion questions, casually shoves 2 TV remote batteries up his nose before walking away like nothing happened. Classic power move.
Whoa, what the hell happened to you? Well, easy, easy, man, easy.
What the hell is your problem?
When real Stewie shows up, Brian assumes he just went full sociopath and starts freaking out like Scooby-Doo on bath salts.
You just stay away from me, you psychopath!
Hey, ow!
Stewie tries to explain, but before you can say Clone Wars, evil Stewie pops back in, and Brian hits full panic mode. Oh dear God!
Good Lord! I am a genius!
Stewie finally realizes his machine didn't just tingle his brain, it birthed his unhinged alter ego. Brian tells him to destroy it, but Stewie's like, nah, maybe he can help me upgrade my neural pathways.
Evil Stewie, come with me. We're going to run a few tests on... Ah!
Right on cue, evil Stewie responds to that by dropkicking them both into next week, and snips Brian's tail for good measure. The clone then hops out the window, stops a moving car like a GTA character on cheat mode, and presumably heads off to commit some PG-13 rated atrocities.
Are you okay?
Stewie, of course, blames Brian. You told me to be nicer. And now they're stuck chasing down a toddler version of Hannibal Lecter.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, yeah!
So what's Stewie's genius plan to lure the clone? Tie Brian to a flagpole in the park like a piñata and wait for the psychopath to show up. Solid. Evil Stewie takes the bait and shows up with a gun like it's bring your Glock to work day.
Hey, well, you know, you're doing me a favor. I've had enough. I can't live with that stupid family anymore. Do me a favor and end it all for me, will you?
Delighted to oblige, Brian.
Stewie ambushes him from a tree, because of course he does. And the two get into an all-out baby brawl. Fists fly, diapers rip, and soon they're both fighting half naked like a UFC match in daycare. Brian breaks free and gets the gun, but now he's got a real problem. Two diapered babies, one of whom is a deranged clone. So he pulls a Sherlock move and says, "All right, both of you, look at your feet." Why? Because the real Stewie has the emotional stability of a sock puppet and starts laughing hysterically.
Why? They're just feet. What are they doing down there? They're like leg hands.
Stewie praises Brian for his clever thinking. Brian breathes a sigh of relief and they walk off into the sunset. But plot twist! Stewie turns to the camera with glowing yellow eyes straight out of a Michael Jackson Thriller video. Uh-oh, Brian picked the wrong baby. Oops. Number 5, Penelope, Stewie's insane soulmate, Season 10, Episode 19. So Brian drags Stewie to one of those pretentious literary readings, you know, the ones where everyone smells like old books and broken dreams, to see Jonathan Franzen.
I hate going to hear authors read from their work. That Dr. Seuss reading was dreadful.
And when the drugs stopped numbing the pain, the sex became even more violent.
It doesn't rhyme.
The new stuff doesn't rhyme.
While Stewie's brain is slowly melting in boredom, Brian spots a cute girl and offers to help with her essay, which is code for Netflix and thesis.
Cool, cool. I'll follow you in my car. Come on, we're going.
All right, hold on. Is this what your parents are paying all that tuition for? So you can dogs?
He ditches Stewie in the common room with a movie that was probably written by a potato.
Ugh, Charlie St. Cloud? And why are there so many fingerprints on this? Who's handling their Charlie St. Cloud DVD all the time?
On the way home, Stewie is fuming like a toddler who's just been told K-Lou got canceled. To make it up to him, Brian takes him to the park.
Come on. You like the park, right? We're about to pass the turnoff. Here it comes.
You may take me to the park.
Oh, sweet. Right? Wrong. Stewie tries to share toys with another kid, but the little brat not only refuses, he full-on shoves Stewie to the ground like he's starting a WWE match.
Can I play with some of yours?
No! Mine!
Enter Penelope, mysterious, adorable, and armed with the emotional stability of a Bond villain. She helps Stewie get revenge and shares her toys.
Don't push.
It's true love at first blood. She invites him over to her house to play with dolls. But plot twist, these dolls come with a secret weapons cache, because of course they do.
Yes, although sometimes I think it's too big. It takes the cleaning woman forever to clean it.
What's already broken?
They bond over their shared love of destruction, and things escalate quickly when Penelope casually admits she murdered her own mother.
Did you kill her?
Well, I held the knife. And her hair.
Oh my God! I've been dreaming about doing that for years, and you've actually gone ahead and done it!
Stewie's like, finally, someone who gets me. He drops to his knees like he's proposing on The Bachelor and says she might just be the one. Penelope agrees. Cue the love montage, but with explosions.
It's as if we were meant to be together.
Indeed. This must be how Maverick felt when he met Goose.
I feel the need. The need for speed! And Scientology.
No, just speed.
The two start wreaking havoc across town like Bonnie and Clyde if Bonnie were British and Clyde wore footy pajamas. First, they plant a bomb in Mort's wallet and follow him around for 2 weeks waiting for it to explode. But Mort, being Jewish and frugal, never opens it.
Oh, bloody hell, how do you go 2 weeks without opening your wallet?
Yeah, he's been out to dinner like 4 times.
We're clearly not going to get him this way.
So Stewie upgrades the plan, a fart-activated bomb. Classy.
Oh, I better make sure my wallet's okay.
They go global. Stewie nukes Copenhagen with a tsunami machine, because why not?
Roaring, twenting, paddle waving!
Meanwhile, Penelope casually obliterates the Great Wall of China, the Eiffel Tower, and basically ruins every place TripAdvisor recommends.
Dear Pakistan, up yours. Love, India. Let's see what happens.
They did not need much.
Back home, the news announces there's a global terrorist duo on the loose, and Brian's like, Stewie, this girl's more toxic than a gas leak and a hot topic. Break up with her. But Stewie refuses and storms off like an angsty Disney princess.
Penelope is wonderful. We're going to be together forever.
Well, Rupert, this is a big mess.
What the hell were you doing talking to him?
Eventually, Stewie has a mild moral crisis and tells Penelope that maybe, just maybe, mass murder isn't a healthy bonding activity.
Why, what did Brian say?
Oh, nothing. He just thinks you're a bad influence on me. Thinks I should stop seeing you.
He does. How dare he?
Babe, don't worry about it, all right?
She responds calmly by asking, do you even love me? And demands Stewie prove it by killing Brian, because nothing says romance like murdering your dog best friend.
Family Guy is brought to you by Axe Body Spray. Axe Body Spray. Spray it on after gym class instead of getting beat up in the shower. Kinda weird those guys want to fight you naked, huh? Axe Body Spray.
Stewie tries. He uses a hammer, sleeping gas, probably a booby trap or two. But Brian survives like the resilient cockroach he is.
Who am I kidding? I can't do this.
Stewie confesses to Penelope that he just can't hurt Brian. He's his best pal. You'd think she'd understand, but no, she goes full psycho mode and decides to do it herself. Stewie's like, why are powerful women always terrifying? Is this what Joan of Arc was like?
Let's burn this chick at the stake.
I love steak. Other girls don't. I'm actually more like a dude. Hey guys, don't come in my room. I might be rubbing one in.
Penelope sends Brian a bomb disguised as a gift, but Stewie intercepts it just in time, probably yelling, not the dog. Stewie warns Brian to flee, but too late.
Dude, get out of here.
Penelope shows up like she's in a Tarantino film. Brian mocks her for being a 1-year-old, but regrets it when she pulls out weapons that look straight out of Call of Duty. Toddler ops.
Penelope, I can't let you do this.
Stewie, she's 1 year old. I think I can handle this myself. All right, Stewie, tag in.
A final boss battle begins. 2 diapered assassins in a death match. Penelope's gadgets are fancier, but Stewie's got brains.
Anti-gravity gun! This is beyond my technology. Perhaps if I detonate an electromagnetic pulse, it will disable it.
Just when he's about to win, she kisses him, distracts him, and boom, ties him up Spider-Man style on a lamppost with a grappling hook, leaving him dangling like last week's laundry while she struts off with a sinister smile.
That was beautiful. I'm gonna tell my friends I banged her.
Number 6, Hannah Montana, the Murder Bot, Season 8, Episode 5. So Hannah Montana is coming to Quahog in 3 days, and Stewie is fangirling like a 12-year-old who just found out BTS is crashing her quinceañera. But plot twist, the show is already sold out. Cue Stewie screaming in agony like he just found out they canceled nap time.
Call to get your tickets now.
Ah! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
But not now, because it just sold out.
What? Oh no, 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 no!
Brian walks in, sees the TV, and is like, seriously, you're watching Hannah Montana.
You can't tell Hannah what to do. She's not your daughter.
Wait, so Miley is my daughter, but Hannah isn't?
Right.
Great. Put your wig on. Shut up. This is real. You're watching Hannah Montana?
Stewie, with the confidence of a man defending his PhD thesis, says, "This is quality television," and begs Brian for tickets.
Oh my god, Brian, it's my favorite show! It's my favorite show ever!
Okay.
Brian calls the show dumb and refuses so naturally Stewie collapses to the floor sobbing like a tiny Shakespearean widow.
Oh my god, are you crying?
Yes, Hannah Montana is my hero! I love her so much, and this is the only time she's gonna be in town, and now I'll never get to see her! Will you help me?
All right, fine.
With no tickets, they decide to sneak in, because breaking and entering is totally fine if it's for a pop concert. After wandering backstage like two lost interns, Stewie finally spots his idol. He tries to play it cool, but ends up throwing himself at her legs like she's a god and he's a desperate sock.
Okay, now remember to play it cool. Act like you belong here. Oh my god, Miley, I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm your biggest fan. Can I touch your hair? Ah!
Miley is understandably confused and mildly concerned. Brian, being the king of awkward excuses, blurts out that Stewie's a huge fan and has cancer. Yeah, he went full soap opera.
He has cancer.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah, he's got a tumor in his head the size of a football.
I think I can see it. Well, in that case, I wouldn't feel right about throwing you out.
Miley, because she's a Disney construct and contractually obligated to be sweet, lets them stay. Stewie is in heaven. He's basically living his teen pop fantasy camp dream. They hang out, sing songs, eat ice cream. Miley even says Stewie's songwriting reminds her of a tiny Tim McGraw, which is both a compliment and a low-key threat.
When you put us together, we just didn't blend.
But the more that I know you, the more it's a good bet.
Everything is magical, until Stewie hands Miley her phone and hears a mysterious mechanical noise.
Thanks.
That was weird. Did you hear that when I was giving her the phone?
No.
It was like interference or something. Wait a second.
Suspicious.exe has been activated. Stewie and Brian sneak into her dressing room and discover Miley is a robot, not just any robot, a Disney brand teen idol automaton.
Miley Cyrus is an android!
Of course. She's a product of Disney Imagineering. They built a perfect robot teen idol.
Brian's like, this makes sense. No human could smile that much without snapping a neck. Stewie agrees, comparing her to Sir Henry Giantalanthatorzo Wickenshire, the undefeated gladiator he apparently just made up.
Aha! Right through me! Prepare for returned fire, Sir Joseph Broadfront! I give you one last chance to rescind your insult of calling me a common dandy. Never?
They spy on her from a distance, and even though she looks normal, Stewie decides to tinker with her circuits. Because if there's anything this show needs more of, it's robot sabotage. One small adjustment later, bam! Miley Bot goes full Terminator.
Miley Smash!
Uh-oh. Hey, hang on, maybe I can fix this.
She short circuits and goes berserk, destroying the city like Godzilla with a hair extension sponsorship. Chris's evil monkey shows up, yeah, the one from the closet, and tells Miley Bot to stop because her songs are garbage.
Miss Cyrus, I ask you to stop what you're doing. I don't just mean this, I mean everything. The show, the music, it's all just awful.
She doesn't take that well and grabs the monkey, King Konging her way up a skyscraper. Peter calls Quagmire, who just casually owns a fighter jet, and says, "We got a Robo Miley climbing a building with a monkey. Bring the big guns."
Get ready to fire.
Quagmire and Peter arrive in full Top Gun mode. They blast her with missiles until she drops the monkey, who clings to the side like it's Mission Impossible. Primate Edition. After a dramatic shootout, Miley Bot takes one final hit and powers down, crashing to the ground like a glittery vending machine of doom. The monkey falls too, but Peter catches him in a dramatic mid-air rescue that absolutely no one asked for, but now we all kinda love. Cut to Stewie and Brian standing over Miley's robotic remains. Stewie turns to Brian and says, "Well, at least now you can find out if her neck does that thing real girls' necks don't."
You know, Brian, here's your shot. Go for it. Oh, too late.
No, it's not.